Welcome to Lance Corporal Hawk 30, a reaction and gaming channel. How's it flying, guys? This is Lance Corporal Hawk 30, and finally back to My Little Pony. This is My Little Pony Season 8, Episode 20, The Washouts. I know that this is a Rainbow Dash-based episode, and, get that to 720. 720, I says. Anywho, I think this one's going to be a sped up one. Anyways, this also has lightning dust. We haven't seen lightning dust since Season 3. What I can guess, just based on the title, and that lightning dust is in it, is the washouts. I'm thinking refers to those who were kicked out of the Wonderbolts or who failed the Wonderbolts entrance exams, I guess? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's go ahead and go. As always, support the original creators, support Hasbro, support the show, and let's go.
Order, every pony! I hereby call to order this meeting of the Rainbow Dash
Hold up.
Fan Club.
I specifically put the quality to HD. To 720.
First order of business, let's celebrate the one and only Rainbow Dash Gate.
Of course, Rainbow Dash had the meme face.
Let's celebrate the one and only Rainbow Dash Gate. She's amazing now. If there's nothing else, that concludes this meeting of the Rainbow Dash Fan Club. Thank you all for coming. Any questions? Huh?
What? What? Oh.
I'd like to call to order the first ever meeting of the newest and most exciting club, of which I am the president, founding, and only member, the Washouts Fan Club.
What?
My little...
I got this picture now. Sketch, you're cheating on me with another group. Okay, that's it. There we go. So this is simple for you. Taps the thing, button.
Oh, hey, Scootaloo. I was just in the neighborhood. Oh, what's this? Did I interrupt your fan club meeting? Hey!
Written by Nick Confalone. Let me make. I pressed an extra button that I shouldn't have. Let me make sure. Okay, it looks like it's still recording. Nick Confalone.
What are you doing here? I could ask you the same question. Oh, stuff.
Stuff?
I'm not starting a new fan club or anything.
Liar.
It's no use pretending. I heard everything when I was outside eavesdropping like I do for every meeting. You eavesdrop on every meeting? That's weird.
Yeah, it
Well,
is.
sure, it sounds weird when you say it out loud.
It is weird.
Probably shouldn't because eavesdropping is wrong, but still, why are you
Yeah.
starting a new fan club? I just think maybe it's time for me to explore other fan clubs. What is the Washouts? Only the newest and greatest and only stunt troupe in equestrian. Stunt troupe? How can I
Stunts.
explain it? Like the Wonderbolts, just 20 bajillion% cooler. 20 bajillion? They do all sorts of extreme stunts that focus on daredevilry and sheer rather than boring old flight and formation junk. Boring old flight and formation junk? Are you just repeating everything I say? Only because my brain feels like it's strapped to one of those rockets about to explode. See, you get it.
Okay. So these got as opposed to being okay, let's say the Wonderbolts are the Blue Angels. That's pretty much what they are. Blue Angels. They go in the formations to put on aerial shows and races and whatnot. What is an equivalence to the washouts in the real world? Anybody know if there's a stunt flyers group like that focuses more on the daredevil stuff? Or are they more like Evel Knievel? I don't know.
Aren't they awesome?
Now here's where her...
Can you believe she actually said that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Eavesdropping on every meeting is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, she basically said that the Wonderbolts aren't cool. And it kind of sounded like she didn't think I was cool either. But,
Rainbow.
No, that's crazy. I mean, I'm definitely not worried about her looking up to somebody else.
Yes, you are. You wouldn't be projecting it if you were otherwise. And yes, I am
Well,
listening.
I understand if you were. It'd be like if Apple Bloom
started loving bananas more than apples. Don't tell me that ever happens, you hear?
That made me laugh harder than it should have. But bring on the fruitest jokes.
But what could the Washouts possibly have that I don't? Let's find out. They're doing a show in Ponyville this weekend? Wow, they do look pretty amazing. Unamazing. Trying so hard to look amazing, it...
Really, Twi?
That's what I mean. Nice save, Twilight!
Pinkie Pie, the master of not being subtle. I think the only time we saw her as subtle as she was gonna get was in the one where she found out about Cadence and Shining Armor's baby, and she had to make sure no one else knew, other than so she wouldn't spoil the surprise.
I knew we should have lined up last night.
What? There's some seats right there.
Sorry for making us late. What a guess extreme chocolate air show cupcakes would take an extremely long time to make.
Really?
Look at this. It's a total Wonderbolts ripoff. What do you mean? The show hasn't even started yet. Yeah, but look at what we're sitting on. Hello! The Wonderbolts have bleachers too. We practically invented sitting on bleachers.
You realize there are multiple sports wherein bleachers are used, Rainbow? Your immaturity is coming out yet again.
And look at that! Popcorn and cotton candy.
Both common
Rambo!
eating fare.
This is the time. This is the place. This is the team. This is the
Quality confetti cannon work.
Huh. Okay, kind of makes me think of those fair shows you see where you're going to see some guys do some crazy stuff, do like motorcycle stunts and such. That's what makes me think of.
Say with me now. The Washouts official motto.
Twa.
Amazingly awesome. The Washouts are highly trained professionals with protective fireproof light suits. Do not try this at home.
Important distinction to make. Don't try this crap at home. Okay, up. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's a different niche. That's what this is what I'm seeing. It's a different niche. This focuses more on the Daredevil stuff as opposed to the showy flight formation stuff.
I told you. I mean, it was pretty cool.
Rambo!
Who are these guys?
I'm guessing the name implies Wonderbolt's dropouts. We'll find out, though.
I can't just go up and talk to them. You can if you're with me. After all, one of the reasons there's a Rainbow Dash fan club is because I'm fearless. Observe.
Yeah.
Hey! So, as a fellow aerobatic professional, I really enjoyed your show. Actually, you might recognize me since I'm a pause for dramatic effect. A Wonderbolt.
Okay.
Join the club.
Okay.
No, I mean literally, join the club. We're called the Washouts because we all used to be Wonderbolts just like you.
Jeez, and Aussie, I say. I'm New Zealander. What's the What's the pony equivalent of New Zealand or Australia? Someone let me know in the comments if they ever figured that one out before.
Until we've washed out.
Also, apologies if this Australian accent sounds like shite.
No way! Yeah, name's Rolling Thunder. I got booted out of Wonderbolt Academy because of flagrant disregard for hazardous weather. If doing barrel rolls through 900 million volts of electricity in a raging thunderstorm is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Cool.
This is Short Fuse.
Oh, nice to meet you.
What's your story?
Yeah,
Okay.
I see where he got booted.
So, who's the leader? Only the most reckless ex-Wonderbolt of all time.
Yeah. We're familiar with her.
Lightning dust. Rainbow dash. Scoodly. I scoodly. Hi.
No. No.
Lightning dust. I should have known you were the brains behind a crazy idea like the Washouts. Or should I say, lack of brains. You two really know each other?
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Scoots. This is not a time to be
Your
fangirling.
friend got me kicked out of the Wonderbolts. Oh, that's, less cool. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Great to see you, Wing Pony. I heard you're a full-fledged Bolt now. Yeah, well, I'm still mad at me. Look, was it wrong of me to endanger the lives of your
Yeah.
friends? Yeah. But hey, now I only endanger these knuckleheads.
Don't call me knucklehead.
Come on, you know you miss me. Me and her, we blew every pony out of the sky. Actually, yeah, really. All that wind was totally dangerous.
Yeah.
We had fun, right?
You put everyone
At this time
in
when the kids
danger.
were gone. If I remember correctly, I had you beat by half a second. Only because when I went, I cranked up the dizziness factor.
Well, I'm glad it all worked out. Your show was pretty dynamite.
Want to know the secret? We basically ignore everything the Wonderbolts ever taught us about safety.
Well, we do have safety rules for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't listen to her.
They are
man.
good
All
reasons.
their rules were just ways of keeping their little club exclusive so they could feel good about themselves.
No, it was to make sure that whoever they got didn't endanger anyone's lives, especially not only those participating in the stunts, but those in the crowd too. Seriously, all it would like looking at that stuff, all it would take was a half second to a second error before someone gets seriously hurt, including an audience member.
It's not about making any pony feel bad. It's about finding the best flyers. The best of the best. I started the Washouts because I believe any pony can be the best of the best. No, Rolling Thunder is going to be out for a while.
During the finale, I caught the old hind leg in the crushinated jaws of Smash-A-Lot. Patent pending.
There's a spot on the team.
You kidding me?
If you want to join up.
No.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm already a Wonderbolt. I'll do it. Can I do it?
No, you can't. No.
No. I wasn't asking you. Aw, you're cute. But technically you haven't washed out of the bolts, which is kind of our thing. And also, no. Oh, what if I joined and dropped out super quick? That's it. You're coming with me. Where are we going? To hear what the actual Wonderbolts think about you joining just to drop out for the wash.
Yeah.
Say hi to Spitfire for me.
Yeah, I get a feeling Spitfire's not gonna like this. Or at the very least, isn't gonna like,
Ever seen two simultaneous inverse displacement rolls before? Would have been a lot cooler through the crushinator jaws of Smash-A-Lot patent pending. You what? See, this is what I was telling you about.
Okay, what you gotta say?
You know what happens when something goes wrong with the crushinator jaws of Smash-A-Lot?
Yeah.
Patent pending. You end up in a full-body winged hoof cat drinking through a straw. But with enough practice. Well, let me give you a different scenario. You're probably saying to yourself, I'm young, I'm strong.
Yeah.
I can go out there and stunt some tricks with my new friend, Lightning Dust.
They're over-exaggerating her a little bit, but I think it's necessary for the explanation.
I'm gonna tell you that if you play that game, you're gonna find out
They take the safety very seriously.
I get it, kid. I used to be like you, telling myself, I'm gonna touch the sky. I know.
Well, whoop-de-doo-doo.
They are okay. They are extremely over exaggerating for effect.
When you can't go out in the sun,
Cause you're in a fall on your way to hook up. Bring it through us, bro.
She knows somebody that had that happen to them, doesn't she? That's my guess.
Make myself clear.
Either someone she cares about or it happened to her when she was young. That's my guess.
Sorry, that was a little intense. I just want to make sure you don't get hurt. That way you can follow in my footsteps. Every pony's dream, right? More like follow your wing flaps. Same difference. Thanks, super talented flyer, for clearing up
Okay.
what I should do. Clearing things up is one of my specialties.
No, it's not.
Let's go rip up all your washout posters into tiny pieces and throw them off a cliff.
Okay, here's where I'm going to draw the line. You can be fans of two things. Here's where the realism comes in. Yeah, there's people who want to do the crazy stuff without regard for safety. And when that 1 or 2 seconds of error that I mentioned happen, because that's very possible. It's catastrophic. That's why you practice with the safety regulations. You practice the best you can. Those guys, they worked themselves to the point of where they could with all the safety regulations. And I believe that they... Now, I've not seen a stunt show. I don't think it has been a long time. But this is how I think it would go. Somebody correct me if I am incorrect. But my mind is trying to logic this. Is that they slowly work themselves off of the safety precautions. Instead of just going... You do all the stunts right, and then you take away all the safety. Like, you work yourself to where you can be surer and surer of yourself that you can do that, and you practice. You don't just go, say, I'm going to do this, and then try it. Otherwise, you fail.
I just thought of a great way to raise awareness for your original fan club. You know, the one about me. How about a silent auction where every item is just a picture of yours truly? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Egotism.
That makes me seem too egotistical, doesn't it? Oh,
Yeah, you are egotistical.
It's like, wow, she's so humble, you think?
No.
Scootaloo? Scootaloo? Hey, Scootaloo?
Ow.
My fault. Sorry, Twilight? Sorry, I was just,
Yeah.
You got that stuff so you could rip it up and throw it off a cliff? They were doing an autograph session before practice. Seriously?
Oh, boy.
You haven't seen Scoot, have you? Actually... I can't believe Scootaloo ditched me to watch them practice. Why can't she see how dangerous they are? That's kind of the whole draw.
Yeah.
It's exciting. But it's like, the harder I try to convince Scoot they're dangerous,
Yeah.
the more she likes them.
Yeah, that tends to be how some of those things go. You tell someone no, they want to say yes. A lot of us are like that, where we like something, someone tells us, you shouldn't like that for XXXX. That just makes us want to like them even more, and that solidifies us. Kind of like how I got into the show, if I'm being honest. Where I wasn't made fun of a lot. Mostly it was my younger brother kind of poking fun at me. But it didn't, like, you know, there were a couple family members that definitely thought it was weird. And, like, yeah, I get why they think it's weird. In reality, I'm 23 years old. This is a show, upon its inception, was geared towards little girls. And at the end of the day, that is what it is. But this generation managed to bring decent writing into it to a degree that it became more than that. It became more than just that, and the writers have snuck in those references that only an older person would get. So that's how this evolved past what it was. I mean, heck, they had a Slender Man pony for like a second in one episode. Are we going to ignore that? A kid's not going to know what that... A little 6-year-old girl most likely is not going to know what that is.
You can't control her actions, only yours. Teach her what's safe and what isn't, like
True.
a good role model. Then hope she makes the right decisions.
But what if she chooses them over me? She's gonna get hurt.
I think I know somebody else who might get hurt if that happens.
Who?
Maybe you're right. But this isn't about me. I'm just worried about Scoot.
Yeah.
Wow. You're really working hard on this new stunt.
What is this new stunt?
Sorry, Dash. Autograph session's over.
Not what she's there for.
Short Fuse's limited edition half-eaten tomato sandwich.
I'm not signing that abomination!
You haven't seen Scootaloo, have you?
Oh, isn't she that pony that used to respect you?
Hold on.
I'd appreciate you helping me find her. I can apologize for trying to make her quit liking you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she still likes us.
Okay. Not good.
I know we go way back, but I can't let her do this.
I don't need you standing up for me.
She's a kid! A child! A youngin! She ain't even a teenager at this stage, I don't believe.
Obviously you do, because you can't see how dangerous this is.
Yeah.
Don't remember what Spitfire said?
Oh, let me guess.
You'll be in a full-body wing and hoop cast. I can do a straw.
That doesn't even sound like Spitfire. That's it. We're leaving. Just because I look up to you doesn't mean I have to beat you. But based on your definition of what makes some pony great, I have bad news. I'll never be the best of the best or wonderful. Because I can't fly. Is that what you wanted to hear? But not being able to fly doesn't mean I can't do something awesome.
Yeah, but keep in mind, you are a kid. You're a kid. Those others, yeah, they're doing the crazy stuff, but they're adults. They've flown. You're just being stupid at this point. I'm sorry, she's being an idiot. Forget thinking about safety or wanting to do what she thinks is the right thing or fun thing. She's a child. A child that young shouldn't have no business doing stunts that dangerous.
Strapping my scooter to a multi-stage liquid fuel rocket and jumping 22 wagons lined up in front of a roaring crowd. That was awfully specific. That's because it's what she'll be doing in the show tonight. Half off for princesses. Bring your friends. Scootaloo, are you sure that's what you really want to do?
Twilight.
Absolutely. And there's nothing you can do to stop me.
You're right. You're your own fool, and you have to make your own decisions.
Good. Because I already have.
She's gonna get hurt. She's gonna get hurt, or be so close to being hurt
Sorry
that
for making a
Rainbow is gonna have to.
Scootaloo's super difficult stunt special cupcake would have been so super difficult to bake.
Woo-wee. Looks like all of Ponyville's here.
Are they getting... That felt meta for some reason. Did that feel meta to any of you guys, the way she specifically said that? Well, we can attribute... Well, she has broken the fourth wall a few times, so maybe that we can attribute it to that.
Except for Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
And here to produce the most dangerous stunt we ever performed, it's your fearless captain, Lightning!
Where... Is this ever going to be addressed to where her parents are? Or is it going to be like...
In just a moment.
Or is it going to be like with Applejack's family, and we only get a little bit of backstory in one we only get backstory in one episode?
The newest
Is it gonna be
member of the Washouts
Oh, hey!
rock sliding down that hill, up that ramp, and over all 22 wagons to land on the other side in one piece. Just if she's lucky. Put your hooves together for half-time dynamite!
This is what I meant by
I have to tell
practice.
started to question his first Washouts fan club, as far as I know. So this is a real honor, ma'am.
A little.
Have you only tested it before? Where's the fun in that?
Now you're starting to get it, kid.
There's more? You're not thinking of backing out, are you? No!
Did you just duct tape that on?
Are you the president of my fan club or not? Of course, it's just you wouldn't want to get impeached for dishonoring my wishes, would you? Is that a thing?
This is not only irrational and immature. This is something that would get somebody arrested in real life. And they're on fire, too.
Thinking about backing out. Too late.
Arrest her. Arrest her. Lock her up. Throw away the freaking key. 5 years. $5 endangerment of a minor.
I know I was supposed to let you make your own decisions, but that doesn't mean I can't swoop in and save you from time to time.
Called it.
If I'd known you were gonna bail, I would have done the trick myself. Great! So you won't mind how that rope's about to coil around your hoof.
Bye.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Team Lightning Dust is blasting off again.
Lightning Dust wasn't who I thought she was.
Yeah.
She didn't care about me being scared or putting me in danger. She only wanted a good show, even if it meant I got hurt. That's not the kind of pony I want to look up to.
Again, that's the kind of thing that needs to be tested and practiced. Because that rocket, A, was too powerful, and B, what if it had crapped out? What if it had a fault, or didn't have enough fuel? There's so many what ifs when you don't test something. That's the takeaway here. Even the stunt people, they test the stuff. They have dummies for that. They put the dummies in the stuff. Again, correct me if I'm wrong.
Apologizing for not acting like some pony who deserves a fan club. I've been lucky enough to have some pony who thinks I'm the coolest. But there's nothing cool about making you feel like you'll never be as awesome as me.
I think we should cancel the Washouts fan club.
Because I know a fan club that could use some new members.
The Rainbow Dash fan club.
No.
Welcome to the first ever meeting of the newest fan club for the awesomest, previously underappreciated pony in Ponyville. With founding member and President Rainbow Dash presiding, it's the Spoodaloo Fan Club!
You know, Rainbow Dash was right. Eavesdropping on your own fan club isn't weird at all.
I'm with Twilight. I roll all the day long. Holy shit. Okay. There ain't nothing else to be done but this one. So, I think I remember who wrote this. I don't remember his name, but pretty sure it was a he. Hold on. Hold the hell on. Hold on, ding boy. Hang on, y'all.
It's just in the neighborhood. Oh, what's this?
Who? Yeah, Nick. Nick Confalone. Am I pronouncing that right? Confalone? I don't know. Anyways. I give this one... Again, the preface has to be, this is a show for kids. This is a show, at the end of the day, it's for kids. So, they are going to dumb it down a lot. And that is... And because there's only so much you can fit into the time frame that they're given of 22 minutes. Well, this one was the slightly sped up version, but still. Yeah. This was not a... I feel like they went for the extreme a little too much. Then the topic is an extreme. When I say extreme, I'm talking about, of course, the outcomes are extreme, not the performance. Because those are cool performances to watch. Watch all these people do the stunts that they've set up. And it's cool. But they've practiced those stunts. They don't just try it once, lie with all the safety stuff unhinged. And if no one dies, it's like, okay, we'll use that. Like, seriously. That drinking through a straw bit, full body cast, that Spitfire said, that's reality. You got, for those who don't know, even Evel Knievel, the probably most famous stuntman in history, broke almost every single bone in his body performing stunts. And even then, I'm sure he was I have no doubt he was a professional. Obviously, he was a professional, as famous as he was, but still, like, there is something to be said about the safety of this, because I would rather be in a group like the Wonderbolt. If I were to ever be a pilot of any type, I would rather be in a group more like the Wonderbolts than in what the Washouts were. Because the Washouts, they were good flyers, but they didn't care about anything other than how good everything looked. So, but I did like the end, where, it was awesome how Rainbow, in the end, started that club to show their appreciation for Scootaloo, because Scootaloo has been important in a few episodes before. Despite her current inability to fly, which I hope she eventually does fly. I hope that happens. I hope that becomes a reality. Because it's something that's bugged her for a long time. And it would be cool to see that development for her in a way that would just show her character growing rather than just being given something like, okay, here, standard, generic resolution. That's what we get. Because it feels like there have been a few episodes. Not all, but a few episodes where that's happened. But anyways, this was an interesting take on this type of thought process of which path you want to take. It got to the extreme polar opposites of one another at times. So there were parts I feel like they kind of conflicted, but in the end, I think it kind of showed, yeah, is this really what I want? And looking at everything, is this really something that, that I thought through clearly? So, I'll leave it off of that. I give it... There haven't been too many episodes this season that have completely impressed me. I'll admit that. I think probably the best one this season, to me, was probably episode the 7 with Celestia and all that. Again, there's a couple of I have with that, but still, that's one of my more favorite ones. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this alongside me, and I hope you watched the original episode before you did, and I hope you stuck around to watch my thoughts on it. In any case, like if you enjoyed, comment down below what you want me to react to in the future, and what your thoughts were on this. Subscribe if you're new, and tap the bell to get notified whenever I upload a reaction so you don't miss any new videos from me. This has been Lance Corblock 30, signing off.